What's up, y'all? It's Ty. In this video today, we're going to be spending some time talking about where the auction house is at right now in college football Ultimate Team. And is it a time to buy cards or is it a time to sell these Season 1 cards? Because I don't think, and I could be wrong, but I don't think with the new content that any of these cards are going to be in packs in the future. Now, again, this is just my personal opinion. I could be completely wrong on this. But take a card like Mike Evans, for example, who I think budget-wise at the wide receiver position is going to be one of the better cards that we do have in our in maybe the next couple of weeks, who I don't think is going to be in packs anymore heading into the new season. Could his price possibly go up? We'll talk about it. As we dive into it, guys, if you are new to my channel and have not yet, make sure we do smash that subscribe button as we're on the road towards 10,000 subscribers. Really do appreciate all of the recent support. So the first thing I want to say is, if this card didn't have an asterisk by his name, I would tell everybody to be buying this card. Now, this card I'm talking about is Lamar Jackson, because it's going to be really rare to get cards like Lamar Jackson in the future that have as much speed and as good as he is. But the problem with Lamar Jackson is this. In the store right now, you can get this Season 2 starter pack, and which guarantees yourself a B&D Lamar Jackson and Minkah Fitzpatrick, and honestly, it's not super expensive. Now, with that being said, I don't know how long that pack's gonna last. I don't know what Lamar's price is going to be like. It could maybe even have caused Lamar's price to drop under 100,000 coins today, so it might even be more the reason to buy him. But whether it's him, whether it is Minkah Fitzpatrick, whether it's any of these cards that came out in Season 1, I do think right now, for some of these cards especially, is a good time to buy, because the market, it seems like it's high, and honestly, it is high. But if none of these cards are going to be available in the future, and take a like Jeremiah Smith, for example, who I think is incredible for a specific value, is it not smart to invest in maybe Jeremiah Smith if you can get him for 15,000 coins, which is what he was going for the other day? At this stage, he's 20,000 coins. But even for that, I could see Jeremiah Smith a week from now being over 30,000 coins in a heartbeat. And so that's what people are starting to realize with some of these cards, even like a King Mac, for example, is his price, people think, might only go up from where it is right now. For 18,000 coins, I feel like he's a good buy opportunity right now, because it looks like with the content being changed in the future, these cards are going to become really rare. So even when it comes to me and looking to build my team, because I want to start playing, what cards do I build with? Do I buy a guy like Quinshon Judkins if you don't have him? Do you buy maybe a guy like Luther Burden if you can get him for cheaper, knowing, guess what? Our level 40 or our level 50 reward is a 90 overall. It's the same thing that Luther Burden is. It just kind of looks like the peak overalls aren't going to get that much higher. And so even for like a guy like a Luther Burden, it seems like it's a decent time to buy him. And I don't know if I'm for sure going to be buying or for sure going to be, picking up any cards in this market. But it seems like everybody overreacted a couple of days ago, sold their teams, and are now realizing, wait, these cards are going to be super rare. And it seems like a lot of these cards are going to have pretty good longevity, especially when you're talking about Luther Burden. Quinshon Judkins. Are we going to get a back that's better than Quinshon Judkins? Maybe eventually, but who knows when that time will be. So I think that's what a lot of people are starting to realize. And even for Lamar Jackson, guys, there, in my opinion, right now, aren't many quarterbacks that are nearly as good as Lamar Jackson for this specific price. And I know he's available in that free B&D pack, but in my mind, it's, okay, how long is that pack really going to last for, though? Even a Cade McNamara, I don't love him. I think, we're going to see plenty of overall budget quarterbacks that are going to be just as good. But it's like for 40,000 coins, if he does get more and more rare, isn't his price going to go up? Even a guy like Chris Johnson, I don't know. I don't think he's going to be in the new Season 2 Legends drop. So will we see his price go up? I don't know, guys. The market's in just such a weird spot. I'm not necessarily telling you guys to buy right now. I'm not necessarily telling you guys to sell because I don't necessarily love where the market's at right now. I just want you guys to be aware of it's at and maybe proceed with the way you want to proceed with. Whether it is even buying like a Garrett Wilson, Roma Odunze, Chad Johnson. I don't know how many wide receivers we're going to see that are as good as him. Just kind of monitor the market over the next over the next day, or maybe the next couple of hours, and see where you guys are at with it. I do think right now it is a little too high for me, but we could see even a tight end like Jace Amaro with his speed. I know we're getting a new tight end tomorrow, but with his speed, go up over the course of the next couple of weeks in a big time way. It wouldn't surprise me in the slightest, just because of where the market is currently situated. And so that's just kind of the intriguing part for me is, how do you take advantage of this? I don't know. For me personally, the way I'm going to try to take advantage of this might be different than anybody else. I might still kind of run a budget-ish team. I might, pick up a big-time guy here and there, but that's going to be about it. Jace Amaro, if he's not in packs, I'm going to take the flyer that I think his price is going to go up to close to 100K over the next couple of days. I genuinely believe that. I'm going to take the flyer that, guess what? Luther Burden's price is going to stay high because guess what? Yes, the new wide receiver is better than Luther Burden, but how many other wide receivers are as good as Luther Burden? Not many. So those are the things that we kind of have to monitor, keep in mind. Even the season 1 cards like Colin Oliver, like a Quinshon Judkins, just keep monitoring their price. The market is in a super weird position, and I'm not suggesting you guys buy Luther Burden because honestly, I don't even want to buy him for $550. I want to get him for maybe like a little cheaper than that would be nice. Maybe like a $500 price tag. I would maybe do it again. It just is so weird because a week ago I sold Luther Burden for $450, and I thought I did okay on coming out of him, but it just doesn't. It doesn't seem right. These players are so rare right now that what is the right thing to do? Nobody really knows. But these cards are so rare right now in College Football Ultimate Team, and everybody is feeling like me right now. What do you do if you have a Quinshon Judkins? A lot of people are kind of panic selling him, and that's what I encourage you not to do. If you have these cards, don't think, oh, I need to sell them before tomorrow or before whatever the next content drop is, just because I don't know if that is going to be the right thing to do. I don't know if these Legends cards are going to be in packs come Sunday. I don't know. If I'm you, I'm kind of in the wait and see process. Maybe try to snipe a card if you can snipe one for cheap. But it's just so weird seeing the market in this type of position. A couple of days ago, Crabtree was 75,000 coins. Now he's 115,000 coins. I mean, I'm at a kind of a loss of words with where the market is currently at right now. And that's kind of the best thing I can say for you guys right now. I have no idea what the future of the auction house holds, and nobody really does either. Because it's all a supply and demand type of situation, and nobody really knows the supply of these cards. Nobody really even knows the demand. So even like a Jadeveon Clowney, do I buy him for 180? I don't know. I don't know. Will Anderson's going for 325. I feel like, it's smart to buy him for 180 and hope you can resell him for more maybe, because right now the other one's 400,000 coins, but nobody really knows. And that's the craziest part about this is nobody has any idea what to do because the market is in unprecedented territory. Even a guy like Bradley Chubb, another guy I really do like. Is he worth picking up for 175? Maybe. You don't know what the future of his price is going to hold. Same thing for like good corners right now. We should see more. But what about a guy like Surtain for 426? Sicario Davis for 490? Are they good buys? I don't know. The market's in just a crazy place right now. Supply is low, but demand is also really low. So what is the right thing to do? I can't tell you because honestly, I have no idea. For me, I'm just going to try to work the market a little bit and pick up some guys that I think have longevity potential, like Gerard Hollyman, I should say. I think has a lot of longevity in College Football Ultimate Team. And if he's not in this most recent Legends drop, then his price should drop, as well as a lot of these other cards. Look, I have no idea what the right thing to do is. I don't even like recommending things for you guys. But this market is in a crazy position right now in College Football Ultimate Team. And honestly, I would not wish this upon anyone. Having to make decisions right now in this market is not ideal. What I would do is try to snipe some cards today. with there being not very many cards up on the auction house, should be easy for you guys to buy cards for a price that you might want. Like Will Anderson for $150, to me right now seems like an absolute steal. Is it? I don't know. I don't know what the future of this market holds whatsoever. But when he's $150 and the next cheapest is like $320, I'm going to take him and maybe try to sell him for like $290 right now. I don't know. The market's just an absolute mess, an absolute disaster. And I wish I had a better recommendation for you guys. But right now, I really don't. The market's in a crazy position right now. I'm going to try to take advantage of it and make some coins today. And outside of that, I have no other recommendations. I'm going to pick up maybe like a King Mac, Jeremiah Smith, Mike Evans cards in hopes that their price goes up. But the way the auction house is right now, cards are being bought pretty quickly and they're being sold pretty quickly as well. As you guys can see, two new Will Andersons have been up on the auction house. So I don't know. I might end up losing coins on Will Anderson, but with the way the market is, it's just an absolute disaster. Drop a like on the video, guys. Subscribe if you're new. As always, man, I love you guys. Have a blessed day.